You won't change until the pain of staying the same hurts more than the pain of change. I said this, and I've been saying this for a long time. You won't change until it hurts more staying the same than it does to change. Now, the question is, do you want your goals, your desires, more than the short-term satisfaction of not doing the thing or doing the thing that's not going to help, right? So let's say you want money and you like to do online shopping. Well, unless you're in pain of the consequence, and here's the sad thing, right, is that the consequences of doing the short-term thing, they don't hurt you in the short term. You don't notice the downside. So let's take spending money, for example. If you spend £30 and you make £3 a month, then you won't notice that. But if you spend £30 15, 20 times a month on items that you don't necessarily need, well, now you're living paycheck to paycheck. And in the future, I'm talking 5, 10, 15 years of being in this or having this habit, you'll then be punished for that habit. Meaning you might want to get a mortgage and then realize, oh, I've not got enough money saved up in my account to get my own house. But had you have realized or known the consequence of taking those small or seemingly unconsequential actions, I think I just made up a new word, then you're not going to feel it. You're not going to know that it's hurting you. In the same way, let's say you want to earn more money, right? So you need to develop a skill. Well, maybe if you work a 9 to 5, the only time you have is the evenings. Well, now you have to sacrifice Netflix, doom scrolling, video games, whatever your vice is, however you would spend that time normally on learning that skill, learning a new skill. But again, the reason why it's tough is because the consequences are delayed. You're not going to see the results right away. You're also not going to see the negative effects that not doing that thing is going to do for you. So I say all of this to say that in order for you to really start to achieve your goals and to move forward and to change and to have different results in your life, you have to be present to the pain of staying the same. You have to be present. Now, this is why it's a beautiful thing, is because on this journey of life, there's only very few of us that actually have an inbuilt desire to do the work without reward, without the necessary pain, right? It's very few people that naturally, innately will move towards their desire when they're not in pain. So the reason why I say it's beautiful is because everyone's time will come. Everyone's turn will come when they've had enough. Everyone's turn will come when they no longer are willing to not have what they want in their life. So they really want that change. But for everybody, that's different, because it's going to be a different stage of your life where you want different things, and those things become painful enough for you to actually start to make changes and start to make progress. So with all of that said, how do you actually do this? How do you go about it? And there's no easy answer, because again, you can't put yourself in the pain. You can't make yourself be pain. You can't feel the pain not doing the thing, right? There's little tips and tactics. Every time you don't study or do something, you put money in a tip jar, or if you don't complete so many days consecutive, then you give someone money, or silly things like that. But really and truly, it's a process that we all have to go for. So essentially, you need to start stacking your wins. You need to start to, I've talked about how success is like a layer cake, meaning one success builds on another. In order for you to have what you want in your life, you have to be the type of person who can attract it. You have to be the type of person who can develop the skills or do what's necessary to actually manifest it, to create it, right? But that doesn't happen overnight. You don't just wake up and know how to build a business, or you have to start stacking small wins. So just look in your life and just look at what is the quickest wins I can get. Where are some of the things that I can start to build momentum, build discipline, build good habits? That's really the first step, is essentially to become a winner, to start to delay gratification wherever possible. And then from that point, you can then start to build new habits, new routines. You can start to build the disciplines necessary to achieve the goals you want. And as well, this advice I'm giving, although it makes sense, start to build good habits. This is very generic, right? And each scenario is very specific, it's very unique to the individual. Maybe your problem isn't discipline, maybe it's actually lack of self-awareness, for example. You might not know that you're spending time doing the wrong things. So although you're working hard, you're being disciplined, you're doing what you think is right, maybe it's you lack self-awareness, so you're putting energy into the wrong things. Maybe you struggle with motivation, you struggle with finding the energy, or maybe you're not pursuing or trying to develop in the areas that you want to develop in. Maybe you don't have clarity around what's true for you, what you actually want. So all of these things, all of these scenarios, all of these, and this is why it's beautiful, is because if it was easy, everybody would have what they want, right? If it was so simple as to just be like, follow step 1, step 2, step 3, then you would just be that way, you would just be that person. So I understand it's very nuanced, there's a lot that goes into it, but you have to just get present to how much is actually frustrating, because through that frustration, through that pain, you will realize actually the way I've been, the habits I've been doing are not leading me to the life I want. And it has a lot to do with wasted energy and lack of focus and commitment and being certain, having certainty, having conviction in what you're doing. But once you have conviction, once you have the desire or the pain to achieve, then naturally you'll start to make those steps. So just understand it's a process, it takes time, and all you can really do is keep going. If you want help, if you want someone to guide you and to accelerate your results, then definite coaching will help with that. Because again, you'll have somebody to identify those blind spots, to keep you accountable, to really give you the fuel and to give you the understanding of how much you actually want this. The rest of the stuff is all technical stuff. Are you doing the reps? Are you doing the sets? If it's weight loss, are you dieting? Are you tracking your food? Are you under your calorie intake? Are you going to the gym? Are you doing your steps, getting your steps in? If it's business, are you doing outreach? Are you calling prospects? Are you promoting your services? Are you getting yourself out there? If it's career, same again. Are you applying for jobs? It's just reps, right? But that energy, that focus needs to come from somewhere. So having the awareness of where you're wasting, where you're leaking energy, will give you a good inclination as to, this is where I need to work faster, harder. This is how I can start to actually become the version of myself that is going to have the things that I want.